Hello, everyone. Welcome back to day 6. Today, we're going to be talking about your feed quality. Joining me, as always, is my business partner and our company's chief strategist, John Moran. John, thanks for being here.
Hello.
So, feed quality. That
Yeah,
that sounds important.
it is. It's so funny. It's the number one biggest overlooked thing that I think that e-commerce campaigns is pretty consistent with. Pretty much all clients that we bring on board, we have to optimize their feed in some way, shape, or form. Feed quality, in a nutshell, is how you tell Google what you have for sale so that when people are looking for products like yours, Google can show your ads to them. I mean, it's very, very simple and straightforward. We use a tool that we pay for from a corporate level that allows us to enhance the attributes of your products in your feed that allow us to make additional attributes that we can add to your product so that Google says, okay, well, you have your site title, or you have your product title, and you have your product description and an image, and then it pretty much has all the required information it needs. We can add other custom attributes to the product so that we can give kind of additional fields to Google and say, here's other things that you may not have thought of that our products and services can be counted as. And that's important because you might have a product that is unique that no one is really necessarily looking for. And if Google thinks that you just have a sock, for example, that is for sale, but yours is a orthopedic 100% cotton that's organic sock, all of those additional attributes are good to tell Google so that it can better match with a higher quality person, not someone that's just looking for a sock. And that's feed quality in a nutshell.
So, is this e-commerce only, or can this relate somehow to lead generation?
No, it's e-commerce only, and I'll share with you an example. This client is a unique client. They take recycled products from the firefighting industry and turn it into other products that you can be used for sale. So there's not a lot of people that are looking for this awesome, unique, cool offering by any sort of keyword, obviously. And so what we do is we have to tell Google, how do we match this up with an everyday item? And I'll give you an example. So I'm going to go into Smart Shopping. I'll go into the product groups and I'll go into the products. So this product here, the way that you want to look at your feed quality is by clicking on the product, and I'll go through and recap how we got to there, but I want to show it first as an example. Under product attributes, you'll click on a button that says see more attributes. So when you click on that, it should pop up here. Now, this is obviously a wallet, and this wallet is made with recycled material. And so the title that we have is going to be very broad, or sorry, not very broad, but very explanative, because title is going to be the most important part. And what you want to make sure of is that your product title has the very standard keyword in it. For example, if I sell a sock, like I'd use that example, and it's organic 100% cotton, and it's all these cool things. And if I just say, comfort, if that's the product title, this is my comfort series of socks, like this is my comfort. Google's not going to know what comfort means. Comfort is not a physical noun of an object. So you want to explain in great detail what the title is. And you don't necessarily have to have this on your site. This could be something that you put into your feed that Google can read, but doesn't have to actually say, the whole site title on your product. So that's something that is a good practice. Like this one, we have wallet with money clip, even though it is that product. It's not, that's not the name of the series of products. Mm-hmm. And so you always want to make sure that your country and your language are updated, because this way you're targeting the right country, you're targeting the right language. If you have a brand name, you want to put that in the brand section. The condition, new, used, I think there's one now for old stock. Product category, this is big. Google has a few hundred product categories. And a lot of people will simply stop with like apparel and accessories. They won't take that initial deep dive to go further into the product attribute categories and to tell Google exactly what it is. Like it's apparel and accessories. It's also in the handbag, wallets, and cases. And it's a wallet with money clips, which is perfect because this is a wallet with a money clip. So we're telling Google, anybody searching for a wallet or money clip or both, we have the product for you. Now, our unique offering isn't what you're necessarily looking at, but hopefully that's enough for them to say, wow, this is really cool. It's really exciting, really unique. I'll take a look. The product type is different than a product category, so we say wallet. Now, custom labels 0 through 4, you can add these in there. They're really used for filtering, and it gets a real deep dive, so I won't dive into that. You can actually start to filter by custom label. But if you have custom labels, if you have a very unique offering, you can add in custom labels and then filter out traffic going for one custom label and not the other, depending upon how well it's doing. And then channels, online channels. The GTIN, this is something that we're actually working on as well with the client. They're producing what they call GTIN, which is a global tag identification number. And it's essentially a barcode. So since these are custom products, he didn't have barcodes because he's physically making them and selling them online. So it's not a scannable barcode like you see at Target or something. But including a GTIN with your products is going to be big in terms of allowing your campaign to scale. So how GTIN functions is you'll have to buy them individually. I think they're about $99 per barcode. But going to a GTIN supplier and they're global, you can then submit your product image and titles and descriptions. They'll produce a unique barcode for you, and then we give that to Google. And what that does is it helps Google identify that specific product in historical shopping performance and make sure that it can track where those audiences are related to that specific product. So instead of you saying, hey, this is the black multicam wallet, they're not really exactly sure what product that is, but you've given a good amount of information. But if you can say barcode number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it says, okay, when this person clicked on that barcode they bought, what did they look like? When that person clicked on this barcode and they didn't buy, what did that person look like? And it can optimize the audiences much more better to a product that is cataloged with Google and is global, and helps to scale not only even from terms of ad spend, but also geography, nationwide or worldwide, because it's a global identification number. So GTIN is really important to also include, and that we've actually seen sometimes that adding in GTIN actually turned the campaign around fairly well because Google just was able to find the audiences that much quicker because they had a product that was cataloged with them, and they knew that they can go back to that information and compare new and old data in order to find new audiences. So all of these things are really important. Rather than just like your title, your image, and your description, give Google everything that they need to know. If someone is interested in wallets and they have not been searching for money clips yet, it might say, well, this is a wallet with money clips. Let's show that and see if that one sparks their interest. So all of these little things that we can tell Google is included in Google's 70 million signals that they use in their shopping campaigns in order to find those people. I mean, if it's got 70 million sort of signals that they go off of, giving them all the information to maximize that use of that algorithm is just going to be that much better.
Okay, so I'm a business owner and I want to come in here and I want to check what my agency has done. Mm-hmm. Really, I just need to review the feed that you just gave me, right? How do I get here, though?
Yep. So easiest way is just click on, when you log in, you should see a page that looks like this. Up at the top left, you should see a dark gray bar. If you don't, click on this hamburger menu here. That'll pop up the dark gray bar. Or you see this little arrow, you can click on that and it'll pop up. But click on shopping campaigns. And then just choose any shopping campaign that's on the list, preferably one that's enabled and current. So for this one, it would be Smart Shopping. So click on that. And then on the left-hand side, you'll have product groups. If you click on product groups, you should then see a drop-down for products. If you click on products, you should start to see all of your products pop up here. And just choose one. So I'm just going to choose the first one. And then while you're looking at a specific product, scroll down and then click on the See More attributes. And the majority of these should be filled in, or at least should be really accurate. You might not have custom labels, that's okay. You might not have a GTIN, that's okay. We recommend that we start to do that. But everything else should be really, you should look at this and get a good idea of saying, yep, this looks like the right product category. It looks like the right, product type. It looks like the title, explains what that is. My price is right. The availability is in stock. It's not unknown or out of stock. It's going to the right country, going to the right language. This should tell you pretty much, in a nutshell, if you're, a product specialist on a team or even the business owner, you should know if this is, pretty much correct to what type of products you're looking to sell.
Well, and if the agency hasn't brought up the fact that you need a GTIN, I would consider that to be a red flag. Just because you don't have one, it might take some time to get one. but they're supposed to be your trusted consultants. And it being as important as it is, they should have at least brought it to your attention and given you the option to turn it down if you want to do that.
Some examples of some conversations that can't happen before that is, can we spend more money and how do we make this better? Those two things should be immediately, GTIN should be in one of those answers. That should be, obviously you might have other things you need to do, but GTIN should have come up if you've ever had any sort of conversation like that too with your agency.
Well, and this client's such a good example too. I mean, they're relatively new to us. We built the campaigns out. We've actually, I think, made quite a bit in the way of positive impact, but at a certain point we said, hey, we need to go work on this, and now that's in process.
Yeah, we found out we can scale this campaign 6x the multiple of its current daily activity, and one of the things that was paramount to do that was get GTINs, and so I think we have 30 so far, but I think he's got about 120 SKUs. So yeah, it's just kind of slow and steady wins the race. We started with the best performing products first, and then we subsequently went to the other ones. But since it is a little expensive to get GTINs, we want to make sure that we're getting a good prioritized list. But yeah, that's we've definitely done a lot of good work with this company. I think their smart shopping campaign since February 1st, like this month, we're at 476% return on ad spend, 761 account total. So yeah, it's you really need to know what you're doing, and all of these little nuanced details really make a big difference. It's a difference of a few 100% ROAS, which means either a failing campaign to possibly now profitable and scalable.
That's awesome. If you're a business owner, you have your homework. If you want us to evaluate your campaigns, please send them our way. We'd love to do that. There's no cost or obligation. And keep your eyes peeled because day 7 is coming at you. And we're going to be talking about agency strategy, which might be my favorite topic. In the meantime, John, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all next time.